Welcome to the June Mindful Music Series. Yay! It's gonna be an intimate performance, so feel free to take a seat because we do have a giveaway later, and I would really advise you to take a really special seat. Hint, hint. Okay. Anyways, just to give a little background, I work directly with Dr. Helena Hansen, who is the interim chair, interim chair of the Psychiatry and Biobehavioral Sciences Department, in collaboration with hold on, there is a correct terminology. In collaboration with the Arts and Healing Committee, which includes Wendy Kalman, Lori Gordon, Dr. Bob Bilder, Dr. Kenneth Wells, and Peter Sellers, they decided to restart the Mindful Music series. Due to all of the big leadership transitions that have occurred in this department and everything that we've been through with COVID, we just really wanted to be able to rebuild the community in person and provide an opportunity to have real interactions and promote mental health and well-being through the healing arts. One of the things I wanted to point out is that we are also studying the impact of how mindful music is working. So if you look at our screens or the papers that are taped behind some chairs, please take out your phone and open your camera app to scan the before QR code and take a short survey to see how you're feeling right now. Please note, if you're doing the physical version on the chairs, make sure you scan the before QR code, just because there are 2 different QR codes, so make sure you scan the before QR code. Yes, thank you all so much for doing that. Also, a huge shout out to Dr. Bilder and his team for putting this whole survey together. So thank you, Marissa, over there. Yeah. Without further ado, I would love to introduce our musicians today. We have Nicolina Logan and Alexander Chay. They both graduated from UCLA. First, I wanted to say that Nicolina Logan is a Los Angeles-based clarinetist. Active as a chamber musician, soloist, freelancer, and teacher, she enjoys collaborating with composers and other artists on various creative projects, exploring partnerships all across the theater, dance, literary, media, and visual art landscapes. She's the co-founding director of Chamberlain Music, a collective of Los Angeles musicians who pair intimate live music experiences with an enthusiastic commitment to hospitality. Ooh, go Nicolina. Nicolina received her Master of Music degree from the San Francisco Conservatory of Music, where she studied with Jeff Adderley and received her Bachelor of Arts in Music degree from UCLA as a student of Gary Gray. Alexander Chay is a Los Angeles-based bassoonist. He is also a freelancer and the principal bassoonist for Dana Point Symphony and Symphony of the Vines. As a double Bruin, Alex received his Master of Music at UCLA in 2017, where he studied with John Steinmetz, and his Bachelor of Arts in German and Music in 2013. So if we could all give them a warm round of applause. Yay! Welcome to the stage, Nicolina and Alex.
say, oh. Is it on? Yes. Hi! I'll take a minute to say something about this piece. So this is by Francis Poulenc. He was a French composer. Very quirky and melodic and fun and joyful and mournful, graceful. Really interesting music from Poulenc. He wrote several duos for woodwind instruments. There's one for 2 clarinets. This is another one for clarinet and bassoon. Really quirky. There's 2 more movements. This one it's really beautiful and disturbing, but we really love it. But I won't influence your emotions. Enjoy, thank you.
Thanks again for having us here. We're really happy to play for audiences once more, especially mindful music, such a perfect union of studying two different fields that are connected more than we thought about prior to being partnered with them. So that piece is a little bit frenetic, and but it kind of shows you the characteristics that clarinetists and bassoonists tend to have, sort of wily. And how many of you have seen a bassoon before? I'm just curious, know what it is. Okay, this is a lot more than I thought. Normally a lot of people don't know what it is, but here it is, up front and personal. In the orchestra, normally the bassoon sits right next to the clarinet. So I think Pulong, when he wrote that piece, was probably thinking a lot about the personalities of the orchestra and the kinds of ideas that were going through their heads as they decided to play these contraptions. And our next piece is going to be from Beethoven, a duo. So we're going to take you to a sort of totally different sphere, and I hope you enjoy. It sort of speaks for itself, this piece.
In case anyone's wondering, this is a swab. There's a ton of spit.
So the difference of the temperature in the air outside versus inside the instrument from our breath causes a lot of condensation to build up, which is why in between some of the numbers sometimes we'll swab out. Well, that's how you say that. So, I'm sort of live narrating what's going on.
So our last piece, it's called 3 Short Stories, and it's by a local composer named Gernot Wolfgang. I'll read you a little bit about what he says in the score here. You can kind of see there's a little picture of him. It's a really artistic little clip art that he made, and there's a picture of him in here. I'll read some of this. So he says here, 3 short stories, like my other chamber music pieces, combines musical elements from the world of jazz with compositional techniques predominantly found in classical and 20th century concert music. The jazz aspect of the composition is audible through the extensive use of idiomatic rhythms, whereas the elements of harmony, counterpoint, and development are drawn more from the realms of the above-mentioned concert music styles. So this is something super different, and because it's contemporary, when was this composed?
This is 2001.
2001, so
This century.
yeah. So it sounds super different from what we've played so far. It was originally for viola and bassoon, tisk tisk. But I like it better for clarinet and bassoon. So there's 3 movements, and we really hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for being here today, and we can't wait to talk with you afterward. Thank you.
What a breathtaking performance, quite literally. For both of you, breathtaking indeed. So thank you so much, Nicolina and Alexander, for performing with us today. So far, as you may have noticed, we have changed the screen to the post QR code. If you could please take out your phone and open the camera app to take the post survey about how you are feeling after this mindful music series. It would be lovely for us to get the results and then create a word cloud to show how we're feeling now. So while we're doing that, we're gonna have a little Q&A, and the main question that I would love to ask Nicolina and Alex is, what do you think is the connection between the mind and music?
We were having a conversation about this yesterday. Here.
Yeah, we didn't come up with anything conclusive. I think it's a really open-ended question because every type of musician, whatever kind of music they play, has a different relationship with their instrument, with the group, the ensemble they're with. But regardless, one of the things that we were trying to get our heads around is music like a solitary thing? Is it are you only in your mind when you play, or is it sort of like you need that audience interaction? You need them around. And I would also add to that, do you need other people on stage with you? Because I think that totally changes the question. We sort of went pretty far afield with this, and for me personally, I think there's a certain part of, I think, my subconscious mind that takes over when there's music to be played, and all of the practice that we do and the preparation is sort of so that when we come to the stage, we can sort of then unburden ourselves and just play. And maybe that's one part of, you know, the minds melding, our minds melding, but also whatever we collectively did with our ensemble then shared with you. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but that's my take.
I agree.
Another question that I'd love to ask is, how did you get involved with music in the first place? So if you could talk a little bit about that.
Sure. Hi. I guess the very first way I got involved with music, my dad used to play guitar for me when I was little. He used to play like Simon and Garfunkel. So I love Simon and Garfunkel now. And I took piano lessons like many people when I was like 8 years old. And then I just chose the clarinet because my dad had one from like 1974. And I've been playing it ever since I was like 11 years old. I don't play any other instruments, unlike Alex. I think he's a multi-instrumentalist. So yeah, I just started playing clarinet in school, and I haven't stopped yet.
What Nicolina was hinting at is I used to play clarinet, and I don't even claim to play it anymore. But the reason that I play this really strange looking instrument is because when I was in high school, I was still playing clarinet and studying it seriously, but the orchestra at my school was going to go on a trip to Australia. They were going to play in the Sydney Opera House, and I just thought, how cool is that? You know, there's already like 20 clarinets, they don't need another. And the orchestra director said, you know, if you really want to go so badly, like, we might not have a second bassoon. If you can learn the instrument by the end of the year, you can come with us. And so that was a huge motivation for me, and I jumped, and yeah, I haven't looked back. Sadly, I don't really play clarinet anymore. But it was worth it. For me, I think, like, people find the instrument, it's almost like Harry Potter, like the wand chooses the wizard. Yeah, like I really feel like personality-wise, this was really more probably for me. But yeah.
Thank you so much. I think we actually have the word cloud ready to go. Marissa, thank you. 1, 2, 3. Bam, bada bam. Like, let's go. Connect, please. Okay, in the meantime, oh, life's good, yes, LG. In the meantime, I would ask that everyone take a seat for the giveaway, because you just gotta find a lucky seat. So please, everyone, if you're standing, just like pop a squat in a seat, because there is a giveaway. And currently here is the word cloud. The biggest word that I saw was happy, content, and calm. So the bigger the word, the more responses that word had. So happy, calm, content. Ooh, I see a big word, unburdened, inspired, peppy, light-spirited, mellow, sensitized. So got great content up here. So yay, I'm glad that mindful music is having a positive impact on us. And without further ado, we would like to thank everyone who has been a part of tonight, everyone who's working behind the scenes, Dr. Builder and his team, Marissa, for doing this whole survey and everything, Tae, Ernie, Dr. Hansen, thank you so much, Lisa, everyone, facilities, thank you so much for being here. And for the giveaway, if you take a look under your seat, there is a sticker of a prototype for the future logo, possibly, of Mindful Music. So if you take a look under your seat, there is a sticker there that has a beautiful logo. Woo! Okay, so that sticker, yeah! I see some stickers up. So that is, it will say what you won. And you can come to me afterwards to collect your prize. And I have one more special giving for Father's Day. It's a 2-package one where if you can answer this question. Oh, can anyone name one of the acts from our previous Mindful Music series?
Jack and his corset.
Yes, we have a winner. You get, for Father's Day, you get a cap and a t-shirt. So, woohoo, all UCLA gear. All winners, come to me afterwards to collect your prize. I've got it over here, but thank you everyone for coming and hope to see you next time.